I thought I made the biggest mistake of my life. But not only my life, my dog's life too. When I brought Frankie home for the first time, everyone around me said, "Oh, you got an Aussie? Good luck. Did you know that they had insane energy? Do you know how hyper they are? How much attention they need?" And what I replied with was yes. Yes, I do. Because I did my research. It doesn't take long to Google Australian Shepherd and know that they are high energy, need a lot of exercise, and are very active. But they always use those words. They never say that they're highly intelligent, that they're very loving and caring, and they are huge empaths. And I can say this with confidence. Every single dog is a lot of work because it changes your entire life and how you live it. Frankie changed my entire morning, my night, and my full day routine. Not only do I have to take him out for potty breaks, but I need to exercise him too to make sure he's healthy, which then limits my time with friends, or ultimately I have to bring him with me. So then you're probably wondering, how do our days go? We're quite simple. Often we wake up around 8 a.m., then we take them out to do their business, and then we feed them. And then they sleep. And they sleep, and they sleep, and they sleep. Dogs need sleep. They need rest. Now, this doesn't mean that they're not ready to go. They're Aussies. They're always gonna wanna play. They're always gonna be ready to run. But they also need the rest. So from breakfast to around 1 to 2 p.m. each day, mine sleeps. And then after that time period, I always make sure to take them out for a little off-leash run and training so that they can get their bowel movements. This is so important. If you've watched this channel at all, bowel movements dictate your entire dog's health and happiness. It tells you everything you need to know about a dog that can't talk to you. And then after that, we have life to live. So we left the dogs at home. We made sure they were fed. We made sure they went out. They had a little run. And well, we're on the search to find a new home. So we had to go and do that. And unfortunately, we can't bring the dogs with us. And you know what? That's okay. Because you need to understand that there are going to be days where you have to leave your dog alone. And it's better to be prepared for that than to not. So I really recommend doing separation training right when you get your puppy or right when you're bringing your dog home. And don't just do it once, do it often. So you might be thinking about getting an Aussie. So here are the 3 quick things that you need to know. Nice yawn, Butters. 1, routine over exercise. You can train your dog to operate on your schedule, but you need to do that from day 1. That's a way better life to live than one that's last minute and you coming home after a long work day and you don't want to exercise your dog. What happens? They get overweight, not a very good life to live. Number 2, let them zoom. Zoomies are so important for them to get out, otherwise they're gonna cause chaos and they're gonna make you more frustrated. And that's the number 1 thing we wanna steer away from, is a frustrated owner. We want you to understand your dog. Just remember yourself as a kid. When you wanted to go and play, you threw a fit if you couldn't. Now imagine that in a puppy format that doesn't understand English. You were crazy as a puppers. You're crazy. But we let you zoom. And number 3, be their best friend. Know what makes them anxious, know what works them up, know what they love to do, what they hate to do, and know the situations that you're gonna be putting them in. I know a lot of people that go over to a friend's house and they drop their dog off and then they go out for a night on the town, and that's great, but if your dog has never been there, what do you expect them to feel? That's terrifying. Don't leave your Aussie for 10 hours a day. Don't just think that they only need to go out for potty breaks. And don't act like it's just a dog. Now listen, I know that this can all seem very intense, especially if you're coming from a small poodle mix that doesn't need too much. The main takeaway of this video is that all you need to do is love them, care for them, and do such as much as they do for you. It is not about changing their life, it's about adapting it and letting your best friend adapt to you. Let them help you. Let them be your best friend. Let yourself fall in love with your dog, because they're not just a dog. They are part of your life now, and your moments with them are very short. So make them count. Give me a big one. Thanks, Franco. Whoa, big yawns. You're crazy. Thank you. Whoa, that's kisses.